Hey there, college students. Are you ready to get career ready? Today's episode for Career Chatter, I have Eleanor Mavashev from the Career Center. Eleanor is one of our master career coaches, and she specializes in accounting. Eleanor, welcome. How are you today?
Thank you. I'm doing well.
Great, great. So Eleanor, accounting is one of the unbelievably fantastic careers at Queens College. Several students get many job offers with degrees in accounting. You're an accountant yourself. Can you tell me a little bit about your career and how you decided to become an accountant and how you leverage that information to help Queens College accounting students find work?
Jerry, you're absolutely right. Accounting is a area where you can thrive, and there is no limit to how high you can get into in regards to the positions and in your career. How I got into that career, that's an interesting story. I was a student, I was working, and I went to get my tax return prepared, and I ended up had to pay $800. I was a student, and I said, there's something wrong with it. Me paying $800 as a student, there's no way. So it was really kind of bothering me, so I decided to take a course on how to prepare tax returns with H&R Block. It was a 32-week course. We did everything manually, but I did learn a lot. And then I really said, this is what I really like, and this is what I want to get into. I work well with numbers, analytical skills, and attention to detail. Decided to go for I actually work for H&R Block, but then I decided to continue pursue it a little further, went for a master's degree in taxation. And upon completion, I secured a full-time position at one of the mid-sized accounting firms. And also at the same time, I also had my own tax practice. And I still continue until this day. It's almost 20 years since I had my tax practice.
Oh, fantastic. 20 years in accounting.
Yes.
Wow. Everyone says accounting is boring. Is that true?
It depends what you make out of it. You have to love numbers. You got to love the busy season, which is January through April, and it could be sometime also lead into if there were filed extensions filed September and October. Yes, but it's an interesting field,
and it's a great work-life balance, right? Because the majority of your work is up front in the beginning of the year, and then you have the rest of the year to enjoy the summer, and then you go into your busy season. So it's a great career for women. It's a great career for anybody who wants work-life balance.
Absolutely.
Right? Not to mention the salary is pretty good, right? Entry level, on average, what would you say? Yeah, what would you say? Entry level, right out of college, Queens College, getting a degree in accounting.
Depending on a company, let's say mid-size, between mid-70s, probably mid-70s, and a big firm, a little over 80s, like mid-80s.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That is
Students
probably
get sign-on bonus too. They get depends on the company. Anywhere between $1,000 to $4,000, if some could be more. They also give you a bonus if you take the CPA exam. Even if you paid out of your own pocket, they'll reimburse you for that if you pass the exam. So there are a lot of different perks.
Great.
Yeah.
So Eleanor, I consider you a colleague, an industry leader in accounting in the field, and you are like me. We've moved out of the industry to give back to students and be career coaches, master coach. So tell me a little bit about your role as a career coach in career services. What are the types of things you do for students as a career coach?
Sure. Career coaching is mostly what I provide to students. I meet with students, predominantly business students, accounting, and inform them of everything what could be done in the accounting field, the areas they can go into. A lot of students say that I want to be an accountant, but then there's a little more into it. What in accounting do you want to do? There are different areas that students can get into that not all students are aware of. Resume reviews, preparing that first marketing tool that they send out to the employers. So that's really important for them to get it done and prepare them for the interviews. Of course, everything else, media networking is a big part of it too. The more people you have, the more in your network, the better you're going to be off.
Right, that's great. And I know I work with a lot of students who have worked with you, and they said you do a really great job in helping them prepare for their interviews. Obviously too, I have a career readiness masterclass. I recommend that anyone who is in accounting or any business field also attend the career readiness masterclass to help you prepare for the things you need to know to land those high-performing jobs. It really helps you tell your professional story. Some of the other things I think, Eleanor, are really important is, everyone thinks it's either tax or it's audit. What other opportunities are there? I know from a financial services perspective, a degree in accounting doesn't necessarily have to lead you into an accounting career. You can go into fund accounting, which is close to investment banking. You can work as a controller in a finance organization. What other opportunities exist for degrees in accounting other than just tax and audit?
There are a lot of great opportunities. So that also depends on a student and what area they want to pursue. There are some students who do not want to work for public accounting firms because they just want to have a 9-to-5 job. 9-to-5 job. You can work in a hospital. You can work in a school setting. You can work. Any industry needs an accounting person. Any company needs an accounting person. They say that if you have a degree in accounting, you can do a finance person job. So it is such a broad major that can get you into different industry. You want to be in the music industry? Go ahead.
How fun would that be, right?
We have Sony Music does hire accounting students.
Wow.
So we had some students who interned there. It all depends what area. So the more research students do in find themselves, like ask themselves, what do I want to work? What area do I want to be? What type of work do I want to do? Do you want to be more with clients? Then it's probably more audit for you or consulting, right? Or do you want to be more tax? I have students who say, I don't want to be with clients a lot of times, so they go into tax or any other areas. But there's a great tool, What Can I Do With This Major, on our website, on the Career Services website that I share with students a lot, and that's kind of like an eye-opener for them, like, oh, I didn't know I can do that.
That's great. That's great. In addition to the work you do at Career Services, you also run career events. You most recently ran a Meet the Firms event, and you spent, I remember the summer, prepping our students for how to become prepared to be ready for the Meet the Firms event. What organizations attended that Meet the Firms event?
Oh, wow. We had over 31. We had 31 companies that attended, mostly accounting firms. We had the Big Four, Deloitte, PwC. There was a great variety of different companies.
Yeah. And how did the students do? Were they prepared? Were the employers impressed?
We're getting the surveys now, the feedback on the survey, so it looks like the students were prepared. Students were impressed with our students and how prepared they were. Yes, you're right, we prepared. We ran workshops during the summer. We prepared a lot of students, close to 300 students over the summer. So those that attended, they were more marketable and presentable to the employers.
Great. That's great. And it's very important, again, to be prepared.
Absolutely.
To be prepared and be able to tell your story to go to any of those events. We also have some in-residence. So tell me a little bit about who's in residence that are looking for accounting students.
So we had PwC for the whole month of September, and we have Deloitte that is coming over in November. And in October, we have TD Securities. It's not predominantly open only to accounting students, or it's open to all students, especially in the business industry. So if students who are interested, let's say accounting, I would probably suggest them to come to the Deloitte event in November, and in October, mostly economics and finance students to see TD Securities, to see the representative from the TD Securities.
Great. And to prepare for those events, or to go to an in-residence, meet the firm in residence, what do you think the most important thing is for students to know when they attend an event like that?
I think to do some research about the company. What is the company about? What do they stand for? So then if you speak to a professional or to a representative or HR recruiter, at least you know what they're here for and what the company stands for.
Great. Great.
Yeah.
And we have some career fairs coming up as well, so it's great. So, well, thank you. I think that's been very informative. Any of the student interested in a career in accounting should absolutely reach out to you and definitely get some time on your calendar. You're great resources to Queen College. I certainly value the work that you do.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for attending this podcast, and hopefully you'll start your own and have your own accounting podcast going on.
That sounds great.
All right, well, take care.
Thank you.